Big Magic Johnson. What has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS.
Welcome, everybody, to the first edition of Uncle to Uncle. That's right. I took some liberties of a little thing called the Time Stone, and I became Uncle Howard's uncle, and he's still my uncle. How does that work, Howard?
Well, look out, because Howard's coming in hot, first off. But, you know how it works. The Time Stone, but also the Reality Stone. And also you've got the Power Stone and the Mind Stone and the Soul Stone. That's called the Infinity Gauntlet, baby. Anything can happen. The only thing more powerful than that is the Phoenix Force.
We'll talk about that later, but we record this podcast live from a king-size bed. That's right, two uncles. We're both each other's uncles, and we're recording from the bed we sleep in every single night. Nothing has changed, just the name, just so when you bing us, you can find us quicker. Ain't that right? Bing us like Chandler, am I right?
Yeah, bing us like a Bing Chariot's uncle to uncle, ass to ass. Any of you fans out there want to make a spin-off little podcast about us? I got a name tailor-made for you. Uncle to uncle, right? It's you to you, so it's you talking you to me too.
That's right. You know, you brought up a spin-off. We have USA on in the background, as we tend to do when we're
because we
recording.
are up all night.
And characters are welcome. But Suits, the highly regarded Suits TV show that gave
starring
us Meghan
Markle. Yeah,
It
the
used to,
house
yes.
that built Meghan Markle.
The house that built Meghan Markle. Is she the princess, the queen, the duchess?
Oh,
she's
she's
to me,
well, the Duchess is Fergie, so it's not her.
Okay. From the Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah. She had her solo album was called The Duchess.
Is it really called that?
Yes, and that's how you learn.
And she pissed herself. Remember?
Well, don't you dare judge her.
I'm not. I'm saying that was pretty cool.
She's Fergalicious.
Look, Miles Davis used to piss himself, according to fucking Billy Madison.
Yeah,
so who am I to judge?
Billy Madison's one of the best educational movies there are. It's about
surrogate.
school.
It's a surrogate for at least K through 8. He doesn't get through high school necessarily, but it's a surrogate for those grades.
I was listening to Jack Allison's television show that he does a podcast radio show of, you know?
An XM radio?
Yeah, he does an XM radio show of his television show.
Opie and Anthony?
It's like the Howard Stern show, but in reverse.
Oh, because I remember he used to show the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah,
I used to watch that to do
show.
things.
I used to watch that. Jack
Sorry.
Howard Stern.
Not the Howard, but he always
Well, you're right. Valerie posted a very comely picture of him today.
I am not jerking off to Howard Stern, Howard.
I saw that.
I'm not jerking out to Howard Stern. I'm saying he
beautiful
brings
man.
some bikini He brings some bikini models. I don't know if they were twins.
Keenies.
He brought some bikinis on the set, and I thought, well, geez, Louise, if you're listening to this on the radio, why?
Yeah.
Just the idea of hot women is that much? Like hearing their voices is that much? Like
Because
come on.
when you can't get horny because you're at work, you're a construction guy in New York, you know, every day, all day, you're yelling stuff like, "Hey, Polanski!" You can't just be looking at getting horny.
True.
So you gotta listen to getting horny. And no one gets horny better than Howard Stern because he's all
that is
facts.
true. That is true.
He doesn't say like ga 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 goo ga ga ga. He's just like, you got pretty big tits there, sweetheart. How big are they?
Howard Stern taught us how to get horny, and I don't think he's I don't want to say a good man or a bad man necessarily, but he did teach a nation how to get horny, whether you like it or not. Like that is his style of his style of comedy, his brashness. it changed the mindset of many people for better or worse. I'll leave it at that before we get in trouble.
I'll go one further than you, friend, and say that Howard Stern is, if not the greatest genius in American history,
Nope.
the second greatest genius in American history.
Who's the? Dare I ask?
Well, I can tell you he sits in an office that's not round, but a little elongated from a round shape. He flies around in a helicopter a lot of the time.
Okay, like a lot
He
of
has
people.
a very, very tall. He has a very tall son that for a while lived in our house.
That is true. He is currently one of the top 3 best president. No, I can't say it.
We'll get into who the best current presidents are in a little
Fuck
while.
Rocco for asking that question. The Doughboys wouldn't answer that question.
Well, we don't shy away from the hard questions.
That's
why
true.
We were the first to weigh in on Venezuela.
That is true. That's very
And
true.
it looks like we're going to be the first to weigh in on some other international conflicts tonight, too, based on the questions we received. This
Jesus
week.
Christ. Why do people think? I mean, we are smart. but
We're
why do
very,
they-
very
Why
smart.
do they ask us these questions? Okay.
So I've been feeling healthier than ever, by the way, lately.
Oh, really?
Franklin. Yeah, I just
Is it the
wanna
Alpha Brain?
No, well, the Alpha Brain helps, but I've been on the Leota diet.
The Leota diet?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the Leota diet?
I take 10 Chantix a day, and I chase them down with 1,800 tequila.
1,800 tequila. That's the tequila that pours you a shot.
Yeah, 1,800. That's what they call legal times 100.
Jesus Christ. That's horrible. Howard, for you, that's horrible. You really should be. You should have some sense of shame by now. I mean, I know are we 50 episodes in? We
no,
are.
we are one, but we've been
That's
recording.
right.
We've done 50 radio shows together.
I
just like Wolfman Jack.
I wanted to call this Pillow Talk Presents, but we don't have the Presents clout of an American Pie.
Or a Fast and Furious.
Or Fast and Furious. Or I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean is next to get a Presents.
Pirates
Like,
of the Caribbean presents some other guys.
the guy who was with Jack Sparrow, the second in command guy.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom.
Oh, that's right. That's his name in the movie, Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, they named him.
No, it's Will Turner. Will Turner.
Will Turner. What a
Yeah.
Yawnsville name. From a Yawnsville actor.
Don't hate on him because he's hot. But anyways,
He's hot.
You know what
but- yeah.
you know what my initial point was?
I couldn't
That
begin to
the
guess.
Suits had a spin-off and how that was weird. From 7 minutes ago, remember I mentioned Suits has a
Yeah,
spin-off?
that's right. And Meghan Markle and all of that.
But
yeah.
she's not the spin-off. It's like the
The
other
royal
lady.
family is the spin-off of Suits.
I'm just saying. I had a joke. It wasn't very funny, but there is a Suits universe now. There is the Suits Unlimited universe right now. The Suits cinematic universe. What's the name of the show called? I guess I should look it up. Let me.
White ties.
No. It's like a last name. It's based off of. Oh, it's called Pearson. Based off Jessica Pearson. She's like the top dog attorney there. She gives the big guys there. She's not afraid to tangle with the big guys. She's like, I call the shots, and I'm a lady, and I'm hot. Like, you know, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool theory.
It's like if the bull was a lady.
Wasn't the bull part of Gibbs? NCIS?
Was it the bull part of the Gibbs?
I think he just put on glasses. I think he put on glasses and just that's it. Like it became the bull.
Oh, that's right. It's just Ducky steps out of the office, and it's like, you know how you're a different guy when you're at work versus when you're not.
Did he get
like-
called Ducky out of the office?
No, when Ducky leaves the office, he turns into the bull.
I don't think Ducky is the bull, but we'll Bing search that.
They
for
wear
another-
glasses. I think both of them do.
No, Ducky does not, and I hate that show because it's so boring. Why do you watch the worst fucking programs?
Because I gotta know what's happening with Ziva.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Has she left the Israeli Defense Force, or is she still working with
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't even want to talk about Israel because it's something I know so much about and don't want to say the wrong thing.
You know, when people say, what do you think about Israel, I say, is real.
Good night, everybody.
This has been a Bazizio produced product.
Bazizio.
For all complaints to @Bazizio support.
Please forward all your complaints to Bazizio support. They would love to go file through them. But anyways, every single night we have a tradition in our king-size bed. Yes, 2 uncles share one bed. Many of you so-called progressives may find that to be unnatural. And for you, I ask, well, who's the progressive now? Anyways, just before my little chessmate moment, I like to pick a movie. We both do, actually, before we go to sleep every night. We love cinema. We love to take it in. We love to put on Crackle and see what's crackling.
I like to take it in.
What do you...
My butt.
Ah, cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
You know...
No big deal.
You know, I have 2 movies then. I have 2. I know this is unprecedented.
This is, unheard of.
This is unheard of, but you know what? This is uncle to uncle, and the rules get thrown out the window. It shocks you. I kept saying that BugCon week. I'm like it's gonna get a pop. Like it was gonna be like, yeah, we love the racist rant. Yeah.
The catchphrase between the 2 friends that no one else has ever indicated was funny.
I tried doing the Donald Sterling big Magic Johnson line, and I thought like in my head, like, okay, this is like when The Rock goes, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, and everybody is like singing it along. But big Magic Johnson did not get the same reaction. But anyways.
Well, it was like when WWE goes to like one of the towns that hates them. Like,
right. It was more like that. So me going.
It was a shit crowd.
No. They were great. It was crazy how everybody was very cool.
It was great to be with our fans.
The people who make us.
They make us sick. No, I'm kidding. No. That was funny.
Everybody, that was pretty funny, but don't be mean.
No, we love them.
We love them. So my first movie, it's a comedy, which we really go here. I mean, we watch a lot of comedies, don't we?
We do. We love to laugh.
You know, you picked United 93 once. That was the best.
Yeah,
I picked not a lot of laughs
Precious.
there.
Well, I
Precious.
think they're very
not
funny
a lot of laughs
films.
There weren't a lot of laughs, but I guess comedy sometimes is what you make of it. You know?
Well, Mel Brooks said, "Tragedy is when I cut my finger. Comedy is when you fall in a sewer grate." So, by that extension, United 93 has to be one of the funniest movies in the entire world.
No.
It's way more than a sewer grate. It's an airplane.
Jesus Christ, Howard. I might have to edit this. It's not it's not. I know I brought it up, so it's on me necessarily. But geez, Louise, and why would Mel Brooks say that? Like falling down a manhole is terrifying.
That's true. He did say that.
Why would Mel Brooks? Mel Brooks, I got a bone to pick with you. That's not funny.
Well,
so anyways.
He's a Ninja Turtle.
That's true. Then it's kind of funny. So anyways, my movie, my first one, I have 2, is called Down Periscope. It stars Kelsey Grammer, Lauren Holly, Rob Schneider. I mean, it's a pretty funny movie. I mean, from the looks of the trailer, he plays golf on the top of the submarine.
Which is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Kelsey Grammer gets a band of misfits, and he's in charge of...
I'm already laughing.
He's in charge of all of them, and he's like, what is going on here? Like, I'm in charge of Rob Schneider and these bozos. Like, I'm, and then he tells Lauren Holly, he's like, their commander, let me see, what was her name in the film? He goes, no, it's not even listed on Bing.
Alata Vagina.
No, okay, Bing, let me see. Her name's not even fucking listed. Jesus Christ. Come on, guys.
She was such a powerful character, she didn't need a name.
She might have just been playing herself.
She might have been playing God.
She might have been playing herself as opposed to you on Saturday nights playing with yourself.
That's right.
Dunk. That's
if
a dunk.
you believe in God and you believe that he has all power, then any actor in any movie could potentially be God to you.
True. Morgan Freeman's been God, right?
No. Jim Carrey was
Jesus then?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he
so
was.
What was Jim Carrey? He was a god.
He was like Loki.
And Evan Almighty.
Morgan Freeman was like Thor.
You're right. So wait. So no. Then what does that make Steve Carell? So Morgan Freeman.
That makes him Odin.
No. Morgan Freeman would be Odin. Thor would be Jim Carrey, and then Loki would be Steve Carell, Evan Almighty.
But which movie came first?
Bruce Almighty.
With
Morgan Freeman and Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes
and Steve Carell was in it too.
Oh, well, that's the mystery. That's the mystery of the Trinity that you always hear Catholics talking about.
The three holy things I know about. That I know about very well.
Stations of the Crass.
You mean Station, the smartest creature on Earth, as determined by Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
That's right.
There's two of them. That's double the brain power, man.
That's brilliant. Anyway, what's your movie?
Well, first one was Down Periscope, which is just some fucking comedy,
right.
and they play like that In the Army Now, like basic music, dun, 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 dun. Like it's kind of basic as shit. It might be funny though.
Indiana Jones music, they play that.
No, that's Indiana Jones
all the time.
No. It goes. No, it's Pirates. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's dun 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 dun.
That's the music we're looking for Down Periscope. The Darth Vader music.
Yeah. Well, because of the Empire. Is that right, Jack Allison? Tell me I'm right.
That's correct, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually here. You know, you didn't expect me to be on Uncle to Uncle now?
Yeah,
I do a bad Jack. I'm sorry, Jack. Don't be mad at me.
I proposed a trade the other day that I would
saw that. I saw that.
Cash, a player to be named later, and a first-round draft pick in exchange.
And you also suggested Dr. Evil as part of your trade.
Well, that's right, Dr. Evil.
Why would you...
tired.
Kate is not more valuable than me.
She is. She's
I have more funds. That's good money. Money's good.
What color have you ever invented?
Green. It's like a brownish green. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not the worst, you know. I invented the Macarena. I did a lot. Why would you trade Dr. Evil for Kate? Big star. I done things too.
Did you hear the script for Calamari, Dad? Case in point.
Fine. Trade me to the frickin' Toronto Raptors. What do I care? You're a bunch of losers. You're each other's uncles. Doesn't get more pathetic than that.
You're jealous.
Zip it.
Because you're just jealous.
Zip it.
Dr. Evil is... What?
That's right. I've taken over this podcast. I will not be traded for cash considerations and frickin' Kate and the color yellow. Throw me a frickin' bone here. All right, Dr. Evil. That's quite enough.
How come he never zip-it's you, just me?
I know. Right? I'm just intimidated by his presence, to be honest, man.
At least I try to stand up to him.
You do. I dare not speak when he's coming. He just nudges me right the hell out of bed, man. I'm not talking.
He's scary because he makes his mouth kind of like lips do things.
Yes. I mean, you know what? He's not the worst. I mean, if you want to trade him for Kate, I support it. I will green light this decision, but we need to massage Ujiri of the Toronto Raptors to help us out here, man.
We need to massage Tajiri,
the
World Wrestling Federation,
the cruiserweight champion.
Buzzsaw.
That's a cool guy.
Yeah, that's a cool guy. I saw him live not too long ago.
That was pretty sick. So my second movie.
His face got real poofy. Anyway, continue.
Second movie. It's by a guy I don't know, don't really care about. Who cares? It's Deep Murder with Jerry O'Connell, and there's a scene where he's like, I want you to put a finger up my butt, and I'm like, yeah, I love that to happen to me. Someday it'd be cool. But anyways, I thought Deep Murder. It's kind of like an American Pie movie, actually. It's very smart, is what I'm trying to say. There's no
smart.
It's very smart, very intelligent. I got it on my PS4. I have a PS4. We have a PS4 in this house, people. Right, Howard?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have two PS2s, but we taped them together.
That's right. So look, we got it on our PS4 quotation marks.
Yeah.
It's available on iTunes. Deep Murder is a lot. It's a hoot. There's some very funny antics in there. Rocco, I believe, compared it to the Foot Fist Way with Danny McBride. I'd say it's pretty funny, just like that movie. So shit, yeah, like
I
go
think he also-
watch Deep.
He also compared
Murder.
it to Club Dread from Broken Lizard. Who
The Broken Lizard. Those
we
guys are
have
our enemies.
spoken of. They are, but only because they're better at this than we are.
They are better, and they know how to make movies and things that we don't know how to quite do.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
real
yeah.
like Happy Madison, Broken Lizard. Like we need to
Yeah.
learn from them.
Those are the gods, to
Those
be
are
honest.
the- Me and Bugman watched Jack and Jill on Crackle, and we're like, oh god, Sandler's a fucking genius, and we're just a couple of idiots. Like,
You
that's
know
the
who
only-
gave, on Jack AM, he was giving a lot of big ups to Sandler during his anti-SNL rants. He was going off on all these guys I'd never even heard of, and then it was like Sandler now. I mean, that's a funny guy.
It is. He's one of the good ones.
I respected that. I respected the hell
Yeah.
out of that, Jack. You
That
were
was
right.
cool.
Canteen
one of the good
Boy,
ones.
that's a funny skit.
You know what?
Mostly because of
Zohan?
Alec Baldwin.
Why is Alec Baldwin thinking he's too good to play Donald Trump?
Oh, he doesn't do it. Well, you know why? Because they respect each other in a way.
He's
It's
too
like
good of a man.
Magneto and Dr. X, like they're just
Professor X.
Well, to you,
to me, to the
he's
fucking
the-
X-Men universe.
he removed my appendix.
Very McAvoy or Stewart?
It was the animated one in the hovercraft wheelchair.
Good on you for fucking trusting an animated fucking voice actor to fucking do your appendectomy.
What I liked was he really oversold all of his lines to me.
He's got a lot of brain power. I feel like that one had the
Yeah,
most brain
smart
power
man.
at the end. Yeah,
That was
smart
for
man.
sure. Well, none of the others had a hovercraft.
Did McAvoy? I don't know if he shaved his head or not, but like, does Professor X, I should say, did he shave his
Yes.
head to unlock more brain power because the hair blocked his brain waves?
Professor X is a character who has canonically been bald since he was about 17 years old, just like Dr. Evil.
But McAvoy had hair, and he was Professor X in like a few of the movies,
Well,
and he has.
but
and
that
he could
movie's
walk.
not canon, remember?
They are. I don't know. Everything. The X-Men universe sucks, man. How about that? The fucking
Yeah.
things keep changing so much.
The only movies that count in the X-Men universe are X2,
Okay.
X-Men First Class,
The worst one.
Deadpool 2.
Those are the 3 X-Men movies.
Yes.
Those are the only 3.
Those are the
X2,
only- Yeah.
the prequel, and Deadpool, which
Yeah.
takes place in modern times somehow, and yet he
Yes.
still runs into Quicksilver. I'm done. I'm done. I can never.
Well,
it's the worst timeline.
Just you wait, because I have to explain the timeline of the Spider-Man movies in
Oh,
a
jeez.
little while.
Shoot me in the dick. Christ. I don't know how you're gonna do that. I don't know.
I'm gonna work on it. While I do it.
Well,
Hey,
terrific.
so anyway, this movie, what's it called again? It was directed
Deep
by
Murder.
a genius. Deep Murder, directed by one of the smartest men I've ever heard about. I read an article about him in a Genius magazine most of you aren't allowed to subscribe to.
It's only for brainiacs, huh?
Yeah,
Eggheads.
real alpha brains.
Alpha
And,
brains, yeah.
Alpha dicks too. You gotta have an alpha brain and an alpha dick to read this magazine.
Wait.
It's-
Alpha dick. I think you said Alf's dick. You gotta have like a hairy dick like
I got-
Alf to fucking read
you
this.
gotta have. Well, what's more alpha than Alf? That's why they named him that. So,
What's more
anyway,
alpha than Alf? Alf dropping those horrible N-bombs. Why was he doing that?
Alf was?
You don't remember Alf dropping the N-bombs?
Was there like a very serious episode?
No, it wasn't. It was a behind-the-scenes thing. I think he was making fun of somebody who has like Tourette's or something. So it wasn't entirely, but it's still pretty bad, dude.
no,
it sucks.
it's worse. That's
It's
double
pretty fucking.
bad.
Yeah, that's true. It's bad because he's making fun of
It's
somebody with
not
Tourette's.
as bad. He's making fun of it.
Fuck you, man. No, I said it wasn't as bad because it wasn't coming from this place of hate.
I know,
But it's coming
I
from a
know.
place of like of being an asshole. I don't know. It's
I
pretty
mean,
bad.
I guess if I wanted to make fun of a person with Tourette's, I would do the girl from True Life. I Have Tourette's, who her grandma was doing her hair and pulled on it too hard, and she went, "Ah, careless grandma."
That's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole Alf story, people, so don't grill me here like a rack of ribs.
Yeah, what if it turns out that Alf was justified?
Alf, like many greats in history, justified in their N-bomb use. No, fuck
Yes,
no, it's
The
terrible.
Kyle Kashuv of his time.
They gotta like stop with Alf. Do I have a lot of editing to do after this?
No, it's yeah.
Fuck.
I got
Expect a lot of great Kali ads today, people. A lot of great Kali.
There may be a couple, and it wasn't on purpose.
This-
Does that make it better? I don't know.
I don't know. But go
Hey,
on. You had a
What
movie
if
to
I-
pick.
What if I told you there was a movie with two old people as the lead actors?
God, I would say they wave a skunk at that movie, Howard. That has to suck. That's horrible.
What if I told you every single person in this movie was old?
I would say this is the worst movie ever made. I
But-
think Andy Richter's never seen it for sure.
But
Yeah.
but what if I told you that this movie had flying little UFO babies?
Okay, you got my interest now. What's the swerve?
Wow.
I don't like this. You swerved me, Howard.
You never knew that old people could hang out with UFO babies.
No, I didn't think so. What are you doing to me here,
Until you
buddy?
saw 1987's American comic science fiction film, Batteries Not Included.
Oh.
Now this is a heartwarming film for the entire family. It's about a couple old people, and they make friends with some UFO aliens. And then because this movie was made in the 80s, the UFO aliens have to die or something. But then
no.
they have a baby, and the end. Everyone wants to see this movie. It's these little baby alien UFOs, they're so cute, because so often we see aliens in movies and we think, why are they people?
Yeah,
know?
like I saw E.T. I'm like, kill him immediately,
Yeah.
please. He's terrifying.
He looks all slimy. or
He is
whatever.
he is terrible. When he was on his deathbed, I'm sorry, I'm not afraid to say this, and I won't edit this out. I was saying good, like okay, enough of him. You know, I'm sorry. This didn't work out, but you are terrifying, and I'm sorry, but go. You are horrifying and a little intrusive.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I couldn't be more accepting of E.T. But as a child, I thought he was gross and scary. I just didn't like anything about him.
He's not cute.
No.
He's too big to be unthreatening, especially to a child.
The neck of E.T. bothered
Yeah,
me.
the neck. He's got that stay away from me.
You know, this is an anti-E.T. show.
Yeah,
There's
E.T.
cool aliens like the smoking aliens that want
Yeah.
weed. Those
Yeah,
are cool.
If E.T. never once asked anybody to take them to their dealer, even though he was co-starring with Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Who was the one fucking what's his name? It's not
Toby.
the alien in the movie. It was played by what's his face, Seth Rogen. His name was like Ed or something like that.
Yeah, it was like Ed.
It was like Tim or some bullshit like that, and he was like,
Yeah.
"I love weed, but I'm an alien. How cool is that?"
It was cool because like a Seth Rogen character that smokes weed is man
Unprecedented,
That guy can do anything.
right? And it was called Paul. His name was
Yeah.
Paul.
Paul. They named him after Paul Ryan, who, if we were lucky, would have been our vice president.
No, that's do I have to edit that out too? Jeez.
No, because everyone agrees we would have been lucky if Mitt Romney had been president. And
No,
that
nobody
would have been-
agrees with that.
Everyone agrees. The man is named Mitt.
I'll say this much: if we had Mitt, we wouldn't have Trump. Still not a good thing, by the way. Still
You
not a
know,
good thing.
A lot of our fans are out there and they say we love Mitch, but they never say we love Mitt. I don't think that's fair.
I
Hey,
think it's perfectly fair.
a lot of our our great fans. Really
We spoke
asked
to
us.
many fans, and they were all not the dumbest people I've ever met.
They might not have even been the dumbest people at the hotel that day.
No, they were because the LAGOP was next door.
Yeah, but the second day. Anyway,
General Hospital fans.
General Hospital's a good friend of General Electric.
One day we'll get him on the show. Maybe we'll get him now that it's not a raunchy show. That's right. This show's no longer raunchy, people. It's Uncle to Uncles.
This is TV PG.
Yeah, before Pillow Talk was MA, and we were wrong for that. But this is for the family. Even your little, this is your Nana's podcast.
Yeah.
This if Nana wants to listen, that's how we're gonna differentiate this. If she wants to go, let her listen. Why not?
In fact, you know what? If you got some old Nana laying around somewhere, or you cue this up, put it on her ears, and make her listen. She'll love it.
Yeah. She'll be rocking out like the Coors Light commercial where they hose down the old nanas and then become cool.
She'll be like the rapping granny doing the hip hop, hippity to the hippity, hip hip hoppity, don't stop rocking to the bop biggie.
Those are the lyrics.
Have you ever been over to a friend's house? The food just ain't no good.
No.
Ilium 55.
Fan
Ilium.
questions.
Yeah.
Just what we love to read.
We love to read them, and what's more,
But
we
Ilium's
love
cool.
to answer them.
Ilium's cool. I mean, what were we going to talk about?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. Do you have stuff you want to talk about?
No, I don't. Not in the fucking least.
I have one thing. We'll answer this question.
You'll do your
We'll get
thing.
into my little thing. This
Not
is
a
going to be a
little
long.
thing.
This is going to be a long episode, folks.
Yeah, we can
Buckle
save my
up.
thing for next episode. I don't give a shit.
No, we'll do all of our things.
No, we're not going to do 2 hours here. Fuck that. Fuck
We're
that.
gonna do an hour and 54.
Fuck you, man. I want to watch Chrisley later.
Me too.
You do. I bet for other reasons. Anyways,
Ilium wants to say, are you in fact both non-kayfabe uncles?
whoa. Do you ask John Cena that, man? Do you ask Dwayne The Rock Johnson that, man?
Hey, John Stossel, you're fixing to get your eardrum broken open. Next question.
Okay, look, Ilium's a cool dude.
No, he's a good guy, but also he's gonna get John Stosseled by us.
I don't know what that
because-
is.
Remember when Dr. Death slapped the shit out Dr. Death David Schultz, that is, not the lesser one.
The dead one? The dead one?
No, Dr. Death is dead. Dr.
Yeah.
Death David Schultz is the one who made a big embarrassment at
You're
the
calling this fake?
Cauliflower Alley. Yeah, he
You're calling
slapped
this
the
fake?
guy in the ear and
Yeah, that
busted
was
his
cool.
eardrum open.
And then he also had a promo about San Francisco that I will never utter.
No, I didn't know about that. He's
Oh,
not a
you
good
don't
man.
know about that?
No, I'll look it up later.
It's pretty offensive. It's exactly
Yeah.
what you would think it is when you mention San Francisco.
I already know everything that a 1980s wrestler who once deafened a man would say about
Would
her.
say about yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So are you in both fact non-K? We don't break kayfabe, William, and nobody broke kayfabe at BugCon. This is we are each other's uncles. That's all you need to know, brother. Of course we're each
Yeah.
other's uncles because we say we are.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, come on. Rocco, $600.
He's
See,
got
so-
that's a lot of. Oh, wait a
that's-
second. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, we can't give props to all these guys, or else we're never gonna get done. We just gotta be business. But rest assured, we have something cool and charming to say about all of you going forward.
I
But first of
understand it,
all-
but the man
first
has
of all,
a lot of
let's
money.
just say that Rocco does have $600.
That's pretty cool.
That's a lot more bucks than I'm holding on to.
Yes, sir. Me too.
He says, "Who is your favorite current president of the United States and why?"
Fuck you for that.
That's a hard question because what does he mean? United States of Terra?
Good point.
Yeah, there's many different things it could be. But my answer will be Donald J. Trump.
No.
He's a genius. He's a smart man. He's a good man. He's a family man.
He's
doing this for
very
good
well
reasons.
spoken.
He loves America.
He fucked the
and
flag.
He fucked a flag, and that's a lot more than I've ever done.
That's true. I mean,
Um,
I think he's very well spoken, and he has a long son, more than many of us can ever say.
Yeah, I don't have a long son.
He's
Our-
a long boy.
Our
He's a-
good buddy at Alaskan Tush says, if you had to choose, and I got him to clarify, so I'm just going to do the clarified question.
Okay, cool.
If you had to choose, which professional sports team mascot would you take to Bonefish Grill, share a platter of Bang Bang shrimp, then raw dog behind the grease trap?
Good Lord. Lord,
That man's
why?
had sex.
I know what raw dog is. I'm a 6-time sex haver. Thank you very
That's right.
much.
My answer would be Mr. Met.
Because of the mustache?
Oh, there's a big surface area to come on.
See, I would say the Phoenix Suns mascot, 'cause he does all the cool dunks. He's like what? The gorilla, right? He's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it is
I think
the
he'd be pretty cool to
gorilla.
hang with.
Yeah.
Like to say,
It's
hey,
cool. It's pretty low maintenance too.
yeah, I think he's a
Just, you
pretty
know,
chill guy.
Wake
I
up,
would
I would
hang
put
with
on that jersey and do some dunks.
yeah, he does some dunks. I don't know, say raw dog anybody, but I mean, I'll hang out with the Phoenix Suns mascot. He seems pretty cool. Better than the Heat mascot. I don't even know what the fuck Bernie is. It's just like
He's
like
a
this,
guy
like-
who's not going to be the president in 2020.
no, no, it's spelled Bernie like Burn. Come on.
Hey,
the
we're
Heat are
just
hot.
having fun.
That's
here.
a- that's a- God,
we all know what Bernie Sanders is.
good
Maguster
man.
Maguster Kosher Carne at Carne_me says, question: if there was to be an Uncle to Uncle movie, who would play said uncles, and who would the love interest be?
Oh my God! See, now you're asking who would play Uncle
This is
Howard
smart.
or myself.
I
That's a
think
tough
we should
question.
cast each other, to be fair.
Right, and who's the love interest? Saoirse Ronan. That's my
Let's
top
see.
thought.
I think we should each get our own love interest. I don't
True.
think the
not fair.
focus of this movie should be us fighting over a woman.
True. Well, you know, it shouldn't
we're
be
each
me
other's
winning.
uncles. We're
the
not
love of my
gonna.
life. Because
You know,
I
they
would win.
always say,
I mean, look,
uncles-
I'm pretty realistic. I'm not stupid. You know, I'm like, oh, Ryan Gosling should play me, and he should be able to dunk in the movie. Like, no, it should be fucking Jason Biggs. Duh. I mean, who am I kidding, man? Like, Jason Biggs should play me, and that's really and Jason Biggs always fucks at the end. That's what I'm thinking. So
he always comes out
Jason-
ahead.
yeah, he always comes at.
I think Thanos.
Thanos is not the actor Thanos.
Yeah,
He should play you in the movie.
he's a pretty good actor.
He is for a large blue muscular man.
Purple, but yeah.
Purple. I'm sorry.
don't know.
Why does everybody correct me, man? My students corrected me when I
Are
said
you-
that.
Are you colorblind?
Oh, he's a little bluish. He's a little bluish.
I mean, in the sense that he's also a little reddish, since purple is a
you.
combination.
All
of
my
blue
students
and
corrected
red.
me. Every time I made fun of the stupid Avengers movies and ooh, the robot man dies. Ooh, you spoiled. One of them tried to spoil the movie. Go fuck yourself, kid.
Big purple Thanos.
Yeah, I kept calling him blue, and like he's like, he's purple. I'm like, okay, great, don't care. I mean, what Star-Lord call him Grimace, whatever. My eyes are fine. My eyes are fine. I can see things
That was
just fine.
disrespectful to do that.
I guess I'm the one who doesn't see color after all.
Yeah, it's true. There was this famous old comic in the 70s where Green Lantern and Green Arrow hung out, and they toured across America. And it was like a very progressive for the 70s, but for nowadays it's not. But there's a part where they meet. Green Arrow wants to show Green Lantern that, like, you know, times is tough on Earth because he's out in space flying around and stuff. And then he takes him to meet this guy, and the guy says, like, you done a lot for the green skin, but what you done for us with black skin?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
deep
cool.
shit.
For
That's
like
pretty deep.
1972, that was legit
Yeah,
amazing.
that's pretty fucking legit. Like, hey, man, you're dicking around in fucking space. How about you help out the brothers, my man?
That's what I'm saying. We're Earthlings. Let's look for the Earth.
You're telling me
things.
Ryan Reynolds, the Green Lantern, was like, let me go hang around this fucking Green Lantern
Michael-
sanctuary. Michael Clark Duncan?
Well, he hung out with Michael Clark Duncan.
That's true. That's
so-
true. That's
yeah,
true.
that's the
They don't.
loophole.
They don't get it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Fine,
our-
fine. Green Lantern, you win. I guess they're not racist. Big whoop.
I think my love interest would be Michael Clark Duncan as portrayed in Green Lantern, because we'd love to see Thanos. And
Should that be the
that
photo
big
for today's
guy.
episode?
Yeah, can we somehow make
Green
it to where-
Lantern, Michael Clark Duncan. Let me see. How did he look like in the movie?
He was a
was a
character
big
named,
boy.
like a Bagugog or something.
He was a big guy. That's kind of I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's kind of yeah. I don't know about that. I'm not using that as a main photo.
Okay. Hey,
Sorry.
Iliam asked another question. I'm going to get into it real quick, even though he doesn't deserve to. But he wanted to know if we could name the 5 boroughs of New York City.
Okay,
Franklin,
Burbank,
you wanna take that
Glendale, Los Angeles. Oh no, that's where we just were.
West Hollywood.
West Hollywood and Beverly
and-
Hills.
All right. Next question. Oh, this is from my.
They make a fist.
This is from my. Yeah, it makes a fist. This is from my son, my baby boy, Shiprol. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
about foreign policy, a subject where we sparkle.
Okay.
He says, "Are you ready to go to war with Iran?"
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Who?
I'm ready to go to war with anybody. I'll go to war with you, Franklin.
I don't
I'll
want
go to war
with
with
you.
my own son. I don't want to go to war with anybody, but I'm ready to.
I'm
I'm ready.
You know,
I'm expecting it at any moment from anybody. Now, do I have a problem with the people of Iran? Of course I don't. Do I have a problem with the government of Iran? I'm not going to speculate as to that right now.
I don't know if I do or not. I don't know if I do or not. Maybe. You know, WWE knows how to make heels and faces. Why doesn't the fucking government know how to fucking do this by now? Because I don't know who's what right now. I don't know who's
Everyone's
what.
a tweener.
I hate this shit. I hate it so much.
Everyone's a Brian Pillman loose cannon. Right
AOC's
now.
a face. I don't care what they tell me.
Yeah,
I don't care what they
and,
tell me.
And that face is at perfect 10.
Oh my god. Obviously.
In her
yeah.
mind.
Oh no, don't. That's even worse.
That's where it matters to me.
Oh my lord. Oh.
I'm a sapiosexual.
I hate that term so fucking much, and it's not because I'm dumb, because I'm not. I just hate it. You know, Sleeves. I would have answered your question if it wasn't a rap song here. You know, and you know what, Sleeves. It was a pleasure meeting you, legitimately. But you can't be sending in rap lyrics, you guys. This is a family friendly show now. And it's for nanas. This is your nanas podcast.
Yeah.
How about that?
It
How
was a
things
pleasure
change.
mean you, and it was even more of a pleasure saying goodbye.
Oh my lord, you are rude.
I'm an insult comic now.
you and Don Imus need to stop hanging out.
Yeah, I don't like ladies basketball even a little bit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
That was him, right?
That was him. Yeah, that was him.
Okay.
That was him. You didn't say it like that, though. He didn't say it like that.
Now
was
that I think
him.
about it, I think it was way worse than what I first thought it was.
We're done. We're done.
Well,
This is the worst.
it's been a pleasure working for all of you folks.
We worked for the fans, and now we've been canceled by the
and
fans.
our fans killed us. We always knew it would end this way. And I
Hey
can't
guys,
say it wasn't
no-
fair.
Guys, not cool. That's gonna be our next response. For, hey, you know what? Like, I like jokes, but not cool, guys. Not cool.
Let's just title this episode "Not Cool Guys"
Not cool.
to get it out of the way.
Do I have to do an apology at the beginning of this episode?
Yeah,
I
do a
learned a lot
disclaimer.
from the 2 hours. that
Folks, we had some Don Drapers.
we had a couple of Don. You know, wait. Why can AJ Styles say the N-word? Fuck that, man. AJ Styles said the N-word. I can't.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be. I shouldn't either. That's what I'm saying. But AJ
Yeah.
Styles did, and he got away scotch-free.
Yeah, he also said the gay community.
AJ Styles
which
is
was very
racist.
funny. He's a racist homophobe, and he's the top star on WWE SmackDown.
So you're telling me if we do get canceled, we could at least be competing for the WWE Championship?
Oh, I know we can. I've already got a half an elbow in there into the.
You got a
WWE.
24/7 title reign.
Yeah, that's right. They're signing every wrestler nowadays. You
They
just
are.
have to say you're a wrestler, and you'll get like $700,000 a year to
true.
stay at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about signing All Elite. Okay, we'll sign you. Bye. Okay. Take a
And
contract.
that's the end of it. You have to live in Orlando for a couple of years. And then
That's
just-
hell.
they don't-
Never mind. Never mind.
No.
No thank. I know
We've
people
looked at the Orlando nightlife webpage before. We know it's popping out there.
talk of Orlando is a hell of a place,
Yeah.
man. It's everybody wants to be there. But anyways, next question. Aaron Bryant, right?
Yeah.
Which Avenger do you think you could take in an eating competition? You can choose the type of food. Okay, which Avenger? Well, okay, so unfairly...
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. He can't eat a burger.
You can't even eat a single potato chip. He's so tiny.
Damn, that's smart, Howard. You crushed it. I was legitimately thinking, like, oh, fuck. I don't know who I could beat here. But no, like maybe Michael Douglas just can't eat a lot because he's old and...
I can't get this food down my throat. I got this cancer.
It was the bad pussy that ruined it. I used to be able to eat so much. Ant-Man, don't go eating too many pussies, Ant-Man. It's not good for your health. I apologize. I've learned a lot in these 44 minutes. I'm not the man I was.
We're growing every single day. And
fuck. Why did I listen to Michael Douglas?
oh, God.
Why didn't I listen to Michael Douglas?
It's okay because everyone's so mad at Max Landis right now. We'll get away with anything. We're just
Thank God he's so shitty. Thank God he's so... And then I don't know shit about him, and I learned his dad is, like, equally fucking terrible. I was like, ooh.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know about that?
I didn't know about... I mean, I knew about the incident with, like, of that shit, and I was like, ooh, that's bad. But I know he was the one behind it. I was like, fuck.
Well, it's... You can debate all day whether he was behind it or not. And
I'm not debating that. I'm just saying he's a horrible person.
Sure. No, absolutely.
They both... who cares?
But you do have to admit, he wrote your third favorite movie ever, Chronicle.
No! Oh, wait, he wrote Chronicle, Max Landis?
He wrote Chronicle, and he wrote American Ultra, which I think I genuinely told you to watch a while
You did tell
ago.
me. And we didn't like Bright,
No.
but we did laugh at it a lot, so there is that, ironically.
I thought the orc characters were very attractive.
You did want a fucking orc pretty badly. So
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how much do we have to edit today?
None of it.
None of it. You are
Take
nuts.
us as we are.
This is terrible. This is terrible. We just said you'd fucking orc from Bright.
Yeah, well, are you saying you wouldn't?
Were there sexy?
Who's the problem now?
Oh, ouch! Holy shit! Am I worse than him?
I don't even see fantasy creature.
Didn't he like make them wear like FUBU or some shit? Some of them.
They were definitely coded to be a certain ethnicity.
That's not cool. I don't know any.
No.
I don't know any of this. Fuck that guy though. He's a creep. Fuck him. Fuck his dad. Fuck.
He
Who
can
cares?
he can come at us anytime. He can catch these hands. I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck.
He
all
looks
you
like a
Landises
nerd that we
up.
can drop. That's good.
Yeah, no doubt. I can drop Max Landis with a Judas elbow.
But you are strong. The Judas elbow, the worst finisher of all time.
If it's the worst finisher of all time, would it be Kenny Omega?
Oh, chessmate, you got me. Next question. Close up Mitch, invert color. We met Close Up Mitch, or at least I did. I don't know.
I don't know
You
who
did.
anybody was. I'm sure I did.
Good
Met
guy.
a lot of guys named like Jake.
A lot of guys with beards and like not wearing suits. That's what I remember of BugCon.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I'm looking in a mirror at this next guy I'm meeting.
I didn't want to say. I'm like, all these guys just look like Howard, man. Like, these are just variations. These are just like less good-looking versions of Howard. That's all this is.
Yeah,
He's like not as strong, not as fit, but they were essentially versions of you.
Yeah, I was like, hey guys, you like beards? Me too. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Watch them crackle over in Franklin's room. Anyways, Close Up Mitch asks, I could use some advice turning success into failure. What the fuck? Is he calling us failures?
Oh, no, I know what no, because we never had success. What he's talking about,
Hey.
well, not in this regard. No, or any. Anyway, what he's saying is he is like the Apollo who flew too close to the sun.
What do you mean? Apollo Creed fighting Drago was a bad move?
Apollo 13.
Oh. Yeah, you see that the problem with that rocket ship, it just got too close to that sun. It was hot.
Yeah, they built that rocket out
Go the
of
opposite
wax
way
and
next time,
feathers.
dickheads. Fuck.
Yeah, why
What
would
was
you
Ron
fly
Howard
into the
thinking?
sun, idiots?
What was
Ron
Ron
Howard-
Howard thinking?
Ron Howard's got one major quality, and that he has a drop-dead, beautiful brother.
Well, I got news for you. Take off the hat one day of Ron Howard. You're not going to like what you find. It's not going to be
take
a
off
full
the
head of hair.
tinfoil hat, Ron Howard.
I don't mean the tinfoil hat. Take out his ball cap. You're not going to like what you find. He's a baldy.
Yeah, you don't fool us. We know you got a full head of hair.
He does not. He does not. Just because he directed Solo
is
does
a-
not mean he has a full head of hair like you would think, like an accomplished
Just like
gentleman would.
Just like Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton did not play Solo.
Yes, he did.
It was Ansel Elgort.
Is there Ansel
Or no, Alden
Egerton?
Ehrenreich.
Alden Ehrenreich?
That's
really?
how many of these white dudes are there? Why are their names getting longer?
Listen, we get it, Hollywood. White guys.
We
Okay.
get it, yeah.
We get it. Yeah. Point was made.
Point,
It's time.
point was made 50 years ago, man. Point was made 80
Yeah.
years ago. Shit.
Yeah, I don't
Holy
even think
fuck.
the point ever. I don't think it ever needed to be made. To be honest, it's
No.
that interesting.
And it
No.
keeps getting made. It keeps getting made.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man.
Hey.
They keep making them whiter and longer
gonna make
names.
Yeah, sooner now we're gonna have a guy named soon like Thrumblepenny Tinglesworth or whatever, and it's just gonna get just worse and worse and worse.
And they're going to be whiter and longer like Baron Trump. Jeez, what a long
and
guy.
it's gonna be it's gonna be like Baron Thruppence Trumpelsteininskis. Stuff like that. Except that was a little almost
was a little-
European, which is
You were trying to make a
That
long
was too
name.
much.
You were trying to make a long
I
name.
was just trying to throw in some syllables.
You were trying to throw
I'm
in
sorry.
syllables and it came out. It's okay.
I'm sorry, it almost became inclusive. I did
Jesus
not intend that.
Jesus Christ. Next question. The doctor. I love this guy. I mentioned him at BugCon. Like,
The
do you know,
good doctor.
I said, do you know who the fucking doctor is to somebody? I think I asked Andrew. This guy Andrew.
WK.
Yeah, Andrew WK. I think I asked Andrew, the documentarian guy, and he's like, I'm like, okay, well, I love him. So the doctor's asking us. He told him his introduction to me was
I didn't see any doctors there, so that's pretty obvious. He wasn't
no,
there.
he was not there. I think his introduction to me was like, I'm actually Saoirse Ronan's dentist, and I believed him for like an hour until I saw him like retweeting Bugman or some shit. So I was like, damn, Saoirse Ronan's dentist found me. Like, hey, Saoirse, your fan base is pretty horny. But no, it's not him.
So,
it's a-
for anyone listening, you can tell Franklin any lie about Saoirse.
I will
Probably
believe it.
Believe it for a minute.
I'll believe it for an hour, man. What are you talking about? I'll believe
It's a
anything for an
proverbial
hour.
minute. Yeah, I'll believe anything for an hour. I'm cheap.
I'm pretty. So, what would the world look like if the golden rule was actually, if thou see the police, warn thy brother? Well, if you were watching BugCon, I finally learned the joke. It's a very smart joke, but it's also very reflective of what's going on in society and police brutality. So I don't even necessarily care much for the joke anymore. But I think society would be a better place if we warned each other when the pigs were near. How do you feel, Howard?
Well, I don't think it's a better world if we warn each other when the pigs are near. I think
We
it's
just got to
a
warn the
better world
brothers.
when we go out and we see a pig and we give them the Bret the Hitman Hart bulldog into the pavement.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better. But yeah, that's.
Everyone who's listening, go out and do a wrestling maneuver to a cop.
One specifically from Bret Hart. He might teach you how to do
Suplex
it.
cops every day.
Yeah. You know, I saw the NYPD got a WWE championship belt recently.
No,
Turn my
that's
stomach.
cool.
That's
I
not
guess
cool.
they're good. Well,
The people
I
who
take
complain
it all
about
back. I'm sorry, cops. You guys are cool. You're an WWE champion.
the people who complain about participation trophies get the richest prize in the game, a WWE title. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Fuck that.
Did Giant Gonzalez ever have the WWF championship?
He deserved it. Like
No one has ever been taller than him.
that's true. Great Khali was not, huh? Friend of the
No.
show, legit.
Yes, a legit.
He said we were better than Doughboys. He would not lie.
One of the few people who have even ever said Franklin and Uncle Howard aloud.
That's true. That's true. He's one of like 57 people to say our names out loud. damn.
That's way overshooting it, but yes, I would agree.
He's one of 21 people to say the sentence Franklin and Uncle Howard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're allowing for the fact that there might be other Franklin and Uncle Howards in the world.
That's true.
besides us.
That's true. So you know what? Let's increase it to 33.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
there
we
might
go.
be other Frank. That's the only reason. Oh God, no.
We're pathetic.
We
No,
are.
it's cool.
Oh wait, I remember a joke from Down Periscope. I wanted to include this. I had this in my notes. Howard, is it too late?
No, never.
A guy asked Lauren Holly in the movie, "Ever joined the Mile Deep Club?" She's like, "Ever seen a salad bar?" I'm like, "Oh, that was cool. Sexually suggestive and then fat shaming." It was
Yeah, that
pretty-
was double.
It was pretty cool. So no, so watch what was the movie?
Had
Deep
he?
Murder and Down Periscope.
Yeah, and
back to back.
battery is not included.
And batteries not included. Whoa. I bet my wife wished she had that option with her sex toys.
With her vibrator.
Yeah, because my
I
dick's
wish-
no good.
Yeah, my wife wishes her vibrators didn't have batteries.
That's the joke I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to make it with the good words. Ah,
With
my
the
words
good
are no
wife.
goods. That's no good.
Taylor Tortellini. He says, "What's the shittiest job you've ever had?"
I read this immediately, and I apologize to everybody. I'm not afraid to admit that what I first read was, "What's the shittiest hand job you've ever had?" And I was able to think of one. So what's the shittiest job you've ever had? Not hand job, apparently.
The shittiest job I've ever had? Well, I guess it was probably the time that I had to clean up after the Fukushima nuclear disaster in Japan a few years ago. I was a first responder for nuclear disasters in Japan. It was court ordered because I was responsible for so much of the they call them Godzilla incidents
It's
nowadays.
true.
And
It's true. Low-key wouldn't wrestle
I'm
there.
not
Remember
ashamed to
that?
admit
The
that I-
wrestler? Low-key was like, I will not wrestle
Yeah,
there because there's still radiation
He was-
from what I read.
he was low-key scared as hell.
What a
I
little
I
nerd.
was I was there first on the scene, and I actually, you know what? I love Low-key in MLW because he does those promos where he's like walking away and talking to them, and it's just like, actually, I've got to go handle business, and then he gets
Yeah,
in
in
the car.
suspenders.
Yeah, it's cool.
pretty
No,
cool.
no, he's not friends with what's her name, Zayla and
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, Zelina Vega. He's not. He's like her enemy, so he's like a rogue good guy.
Oh.
it's cool.
In swimming trunks.
Yeah, no, it's cool though. Just trust me. He's really good at it. If
Trust
you
me,
just
it's good.
You go into it with an open mind, and you'll enjoy it. So the shittiest job, yeah. So I was a first responder at the Fukushima nuclear plant when everything first melted down. I had to be there, and the nature of my job was I had to tell all the scientists what it was like when a human is right on a melting nuclear power plant without wearing any sort of protective gear.
Oh, so you're like a watchdog.
Yeah, I'm like the canary in the coal mine, I suppose, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's a pretty dangerous job.
Yeah, it's
It's a pretty
dirty
shitty job to have.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I was burned so severely that I was clinically dead for 7 years.
My shittiest job was selling point of sales machines to restaurants. Equally as bad as yours.
How could they ever buy it if they don't have the machine?
It's so bad. They didn't work. It was not a.
Was it the thing where they go up and they like touch the button and it's like
It was like an
they touch,
iPad and you
hamburger button.
something like that. Basically, it's like it just didn't work, and it's like it didn't print out receipts. I don't know. I just got calls every day, and it's just like, yeah, you need to handle this, Franklin. I'm like, oh, it
Were
doesn't
you
work.
on a commission?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Lord. So
Yeah,
you're
not-
doing outside sales.
Not good. No bueno. No bueno. But anyway, I wish I had a hero to save me. A hero like Spiderman.
Oh my goodness, we're getting into the Spider-Man theory.
Yeah,
The
you brought it up.
Main event. I did. It's true. Well, a lot of people have been questioning me about it because as we know, there have now been 3 Spider-Man 1s.
Mm-hmm.
There's about to be 3 Spider-Man 2s.
That's true. 3 Spider-Man 2s.
And as of right now, there's only 1 Spider-Man 3. So first of all, that's an interesting sequence because it goes 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. That's a fact that a lot of people haven't thought about.
Yeah.
But they want to know what's the canonical order of these movies because there are so many Spider-Mans now.
Yeah, wow. I mean, what's happening here? There's Spider-Man, there's different actors, What is the order? And what order am I supposed to watch these? Because...
Okay, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
So first off, we're dealing with Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire. Kiki Dunst.
Kiki
and
Dunst, yes.
the amazing Willem Dafoe as the Foe.
The foe.
Now-
He's the foe in the movie.
Yeah, he plays the Foe. So this is an excellent movie for a lot of reasons. Number one, I mean, you've got to give it up to Tobey Maguire.
Does he dunk in this movie? I forget. Or is that
think
Andrew Garfield?
No, I think he catches a bully's fist or something like that.
It doesn't isn't there like an attempted murder by one of the big guys, Flash, and he punches his locker and there's a big dent? I was talking about this with Matthew J. Actually, I was like, wait, that's attempted murder because that man just fucking made a dent in that locker when he was aiming for Peter's head after Peter did the stunt where he catches the apple and all Mary what's her name?
Yeah.
Mary Jane. Mary Jane's food. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the first one. Yeah, that guy is really strong.
It's a strong boy.
The first one is Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, obviously, because that's the first
Which Spider-Man dunks the most? That's my favorite.
I think he probably reaches his dunking potential in one of the later ones, but we haven't seen it. But I think he does a lot of dunking in Amazing Spider-Man.
So Andrew Garfield's a dunker.
Yes, but so the first three, which are of course Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man: Homecoming. They are all Spider-Man still in high school in those movies.
Right. So he's okay. I actually read here. So Joe Manganiello was Flash. That's a strong guy. That's a man.
Yeah, that's a strong man.
He was the one who tried to kill him.
Man.
He should be arrested. That's both the actor and the character in the movie. He's too strong.
What the joke's on Flash Thompson because later on, canonically in the comics, he goes on to lose his legs in the war and then becomes Venom.
That's a bad. Yeah, it's a harsh joke. In Homecoming, he becomes a lot smaller. He gets off the roids apparently.
Well, you'll also notice that in Homecoming, Mary Jane, who had briefly turned into a blonde named Gwen, she turns into Mary Jane again, but becomes a younger, more diversely ethnic person. And there's a simple explanation for all of that. It's because, as we've seen, society is becoming more diverse, right?
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, if you want to be a person living in this modern day and era, you got to be aware that there's more diversity, and we have to look out for people of all shapes and sizes and stars and stripes and all of that. So
what an inspiring transformation for her.
Yeah, so
and we don't find it out to the end of the movie. That bothered me a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
We thought first, why is she a redhead? And then we thought, where did she go? Why is this a blonde?
Why is she a blondie?
And then we thought, at last, a 17-year-old or whatever.
The words "at last" a 17-year-old have never entered my brain.
Well, because she's in high school. It's continuity.
I understand.
Now, the other thing in these 3 movies, and I didn't mean it like...
I know, I'm joshing with you, Howard. Jeez,
you'll edit that part out.
I'm not editing. I don't know what to edit out. This is the worst
No, we're not
episode.
editing anything. This is the worst.
Are you serious? This is terrible. Your Spider-Man stuff is terrific.
Thank you.
I mean, really, I'm learning so much.
Another-
I was wondering, wait a second. She does not look like Kiki no more, and now she looks like more Jenny from the block than Kiki from next door.
Kiki learned a lot about people from other cultures when she competed in that terrific cheerleading contest against Gabrielle Union.
Oh, Oh, there we go. So that makes a lot of sense. So after, okay, and then she dropped the stick at like cheer camp or something like that, and I was like, ooh, you're cursed.
Yeah, at least she didn't go to that one band camp. Anyway,
Stifler.
also,
Yeah, sorry, but it's a good thing
No.
Kiki did not go to the band camp. She went to cheer camp. Thank you.
Yeah,
She would have
yeah.
been assaulted by Stifler.
yeah,
Matt Stifler.
or-
There's more than
or
one
who
Stifler,
knows-
Nick Weiger.
Who knows what she would have done with a clarinet? The also in Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Far From Home, you'll notice the villain is always green.
I love green.
That's right. Green Finger, Green Member, and the Green Goblin are all the main villains in those movies.
Isn't
So
there two
that's-
Green Goblins?
Well,
No, he's Hobgoblin. I think.
don't get ahead of me.
Sorry, I apologize.
Jesus, I have a whole thing worked out.
I think I have a hole
So-
in my brain.
I have a whole black hole in my brain.
It makes you so smart and so dumb
That's
at the
why I
same
have
time.
to work at a boneyard. So, yeah, so the first one, he's all in high school. He's always got to fight a green guy.
Oh,
and
man.
you see that he matures enough because by the end, he's won the trust of Tony Stark.
Wait, Andrew
is-
Garfield did, or
No, Spider-Man has.
oh, Spider-Man has? Wait a
Yeah,
second.
no, because
so we're done
this-
with
this-
Amazing. We already passed
Oh,
Amazing.
we've been done with all of them all along. I mean, they're all of one. It's Spider-Man, Amazing
it's one-
Spider-Man, and Spider-Man
oh, so
Far
this is-
From Home is basically just one movie.
It's
like
one movie. So you
Yeah.
gotta watch. So this is one movie in three. See, I'm
Yeah.
a bird brain sometimes.
well, this is an advanced subject. A lot of people don't understand.
this is an advanced subject, and I apologize for interrupting so much. You are really educated.
No, I enjoyed it. I mean, and I think you serve as a good surrogate for our dummy audience. out
I'm
there.
gonna kick your butt one day. That's a shoot. That's
So
a shoot.
the second Spider-Man's, which is Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and the yet to come Spider-Man Far From Home
Yet to come. That's like me before
for the seventh time.
before the seventh time.
Yeah,
Damn
and
it.
you never come any other time.
No, I only come during the 6 times I've made sex. What, you come
Yeah, that's
regularly?
right. Yeah, no, it's a waste.
It's a waste. You gotta store it if you do. Put it in the freezer.
So, in Spider-Man 2, he's fighting the Professor.
Victor Molina.
Yes, Victor Molina, who, if you'll recall, he already knows how to fight a professor because he fought the Dr. Kurt Connors, an Amazing Spider-Man, who turned into the Lizard. So he has the ability to fight a scientist, which is why he easily defeats Dr. Octopus.
Wait. His name is Alfred Molina. I apologize, everybody.
Alfred-
I did a bit
Victor
quick big search.
Molina,
Victor sounds
Alfred-
pretty accurate, but Victor Molina's a
Alfred.
doctor in California, but it's Alfred Molina. He played a pervert.
Well, a doctor.
He played a
so-
pervert in SVU, but yes, he has 4 arms that do not pleasure him because they're made of steel. So anybody who's wearing an ass, does Doc Ock ever use his offhands to jerk off? No, it would crush his dick. Grow up.
Unless he knew how to be gentle.
That makes a lot of sense. I apologize, everybody. I don't know what I'm talking about today.
Yeah. So, in the first one, he fights Dr. Octopus. Or in number 2.
In number 2.
Part 1. He
Did
fights
somebody
Dr.
say number
Octopus, but
2? You talking about
yeah.
me? Oh, sorry.
I beat you. I beat him for once.
Yeah.
So he already knows how to fight the Doctor because he beat up Dr. Kurt Connors.
Oh,
So
that's
then-
right. That's
yeah,
right.
And then in number 2.2, which is really like where the storyline, as far as we can follow it, ends.
Mm-hmm.
He has to fight 2 villains. One is the son of his first villain ever. So that makes a lot of sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, he
That
has to
makes
fight
sense.
The Pie Man.
The Pie Man.
He has to fight him. Yep.
I thought he had to fight Jamie Foxx and Waterman.
No, that's
That's the
oh wait, you're right. There's Amazing Spider-Man 3. Or no, that's
There's
just
Amazing
regular
Spider-Man 2.
There's too many Spider-Man. It's hard for me to keep
I
the time
understand.
stream straight because this time stone is always keeping things in flux.
We gotta learn new presidents every day. It pisses me off, man.
Yeah, it's like my favorite president today is Donald Trump, but my favorite president tomorrow is going to be Stalin. You never know.
Exactly.
There, I covered everybody. So, yeah, no, that's right. In the first one, he just fights, or part one. Part two, he fights Jamie Foxx mostly.
Yes.
And that's electricity, so that's a new thing for him to have to fight. But he's smart, and we've seen him getting smarter as the movies go on.
That's true.
So he knows how to fight electricity.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, we see that he's about to fight the great Paul Giamatti.
That's true. And that's
Now-
where there's a big gap between that.
Yeah, because we haven't seen
The great-
Far From Home yet. But
The
what
great
we
Paul-
can assume
That Paul Giamatti.
is that he
would be-
becomes... We can assume he becomes very proficient at fighting two villains at the same time. Because in Spider-Man Tobey Maguire edition, Part 3, he ultimately ends up fighting 3 villains.
Yo.
Now, how does he get to there without learning how to fight 2 first?
That's so, so there's a big gap between fighting
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti and then fighting the Green Goblin's son, the Sandman, and the Venom Man. That's
The Venom Man.
the Venom Man, played by esteemed actor,
Friend of the show.
Topher Grace. Cool as fuck guy. Probably just a hunk. Definitely a hunk. I mean, when's his next movie on the big screen? I always ask myself that every month. When is the next time I will see Topher on the big screen? The last time was what? The fucking Christopher Nolan movie people like and swear is fucking smart as shit with Matthew McConaughey. You know what I'm talking about?
Inception.
No, not Inception. It was like a space movie.
Interstellar.
You know.
He was in Predators.
I know he was in Predators, and he's been in a lot though, and he's great. But as I would just like to say, to the whites, stop pretending Interstellar is good. Stop. Just stop. Like you like the Batman movies, and that's fine. It's the same guy, and you like Inception, and that's fine. But stop pretending like Interstellar is fine. It's not fine. It's confusing and it's dumb, and Topher Grace is barely in it. Like, just stop it. Like, you don't have to apologize. You like the Batman stuff, and that's great. You don't have to validate this man's whole career. That was a bad movie. It was a dumb movie. It was too smart for me, and it just didn't make any sense. Stop it.
I'll do you one better. To the whites, stop it.
Just stop it in general.
Stop it, whites. We've had enough.
We've had enough. You gave us Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks so much for Taron Egerton, whites. You're
And Aaron-
really
and
knocking
Aaron
it out
Reich.
of the park.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers and
Rodgers.
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
They're just Gordon
what?
Hayward. Thanks for Gordon
I-
Hayward. He's working
Yeah.
out great. I'm sure Boston's even thankful. The most fucking worst city. I'm sure even they're like, oh, he sucks.
Yeah, thanks for all these assholes. Thanks for Tom Brady, white people. You know what? I used to say I don't see color, but I do see color. I see white, and it looks bone ugly.
It's a very I'm just saying, lay off a little bit, little bit. And I say it's because yo soy cubano. Mira, I'm not gonna talk Spanish the whole episode.
I wish you would.
I wish I could because I'm learning it. But mira, just 'cause-
Sí.
mira, yo sabo español, pero I'm not gonna, hablar todo mundo. They're not gonna understand me. So what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm too
These
smart.
whites.
Too smart. Too Spanish for them. The whites will boycott this. Who do we have left listening at this point? Then we're gonna have like 80 sleeves left. That's our audience.
We've only ever had 80 sleeves.
We've only ever had 80 sleeves and 2 teaches.
80 sleeves, 2 teaches, and a shit prole on a pear tree.
Oh, this has been your holiday edition of Uncle to Uncle. Uncle Howard, you've described Spider-Man, point
Yes.
A to point Z, basically. We haven't seen Far From Home yet, but we could assume we'll find Topher Grace at the end saying,
Yeah.
oh, I'm coming for him now.
Yeah, something's gonna happen that's gonna piss Topher Grace off at the very end.
Yes.
It'll stay through the credits.
Stay through the credits, and even afterwards, when you see the ushers come in, wait like 5 minutes more, because that's when the Topher Grace scene comes. That's when it comes.
They said
I stayed for the
once
credits
they
for
start
Dark Phoenix.
sweeping, that's when you
Sweeping, yeah.
And
I stayed for
yeah.
the credits of Dark Phoenix or whatever the fuck that movie was called. Nothing happened. I was so mad. There was like a rest in peace Stan Lee thing, which very classy. Very
that's because
classy.
that one wasn't canonical. X2 First Class Deadpool 2.
You said X2. I don't know why the first one's not counted. X2,
No.
First Class, and then, of
Yeah.
course, the esteemed Deadpool 2, where he does not take a strap on in the movie, and his wife
No.
dies. That's all I remember.
He gets ripped in half and has a little baby penis.
What a horrible movie. Well, but you know what? That's the reality. That's what happens when you get ripped in half, so you have to respect that, Howard. Where?
You got it.
Well-
It's truth.
I normally ask where they could find us. Why would they want to find us after today?
Because you might be able to up your social media capital by finding our Twitter accounts and destroying us utterly.
True. Very true. There's a strong possibility. I will cave in
Yeah.
to your attacks.
There's a chance people would be listening to this so far and say, "Ugh, I wish we could ruin these guys, but there's no way we'll know who they are." And now
Oh.
we're going to give them a chance to find out. I'm on Twitter at Miata, Miata, T and A, Guy, G-U-Y,
no, you don't- you can't
4.
add that.
That's the number 4.
You get you're Miata
And
guy
the
for
letter
you.
U.
Yeah, you're like adding T and
guy
A
for
on
you
there.
there. Well,
I'm
just because I
sorry.
realized T and A go next to each other.
No, you
Just
you
like
horn dog. You
Peanut
never.
butter and jelly.
You're such a horn dog. You're thinking TNA. And I know what that stands for, by the way.
Yeah.
I like
stands
what
for
it stands for.
Teeth and
Ass.
ankles.
Oh, I'm not smart.
I'm a teeth and ankle guy.
I'm at Bug TV Franklin.
Sure.
We'll send you stickers if you hit us up on DM. We got free stickers, or you could send us.
Yeah,
little
they're
money.
of our old name.
They're
for
of our old
podcast.
name. You don't
We're
have.
gonna make new ones. We will.
We will.
And way more excitingly,
Mm-hmm.
t-shirts.
We have
so
Uncle
excited
to
about
Uncle
these.
T-shirts. There's a sick alien. It's a dope shirt. You know, it's not like our other shirts that I made. That they weren't the best, but whatever. I appreciate
They were
anybody who got
good.
one. Thank you.
Yeah.
They were fine. They had Gotti on one of them, but it was.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. This don't have Gotti. This has an alien, and he's got some beer. It's a Mike's Hard Lemonade. We're not supposed to
It
say
was-
that, but
It was
is.
drawn by the incredible Skeleton Blood.
Somebody with actual talent.
Yeah,
like us.
he's also wearing a hat that says Alpha Brain.
Yeah. No, the shirt says
Oh.
Alpha Brain, and the hat
Oh,
is
the
just.
shirt.
The
It's
hat's
just
like the
cool.
Phoenix Suns. We just can't see it.
Oh, that's right.
'Cause he's a friend of mine, the gorilla.
I wore that shirt today.
Did
As
you?
a matter of fact, just today.
I haven't worn it out yet. I wore it to the airport both times. My flight was fucking stuck in Burbank. I mean, in LA, I should say. It was a horrible experience to be stuck. And they gave me a DoubleTree Hilton, pass, like a fucking
Better
reservation.
than a
of it.
single tree.
Not a fun experience at the end of BugCon, but soon a documentary will be out, and you guys will learn all about what really took place at BugCon. We've signed NDAs where we can't talk
Yeah,
about
you
too many
think you
details.
know, but you have no idea.
Sometimes people start being polite and start getting real.
And start getting real.
Yeah.
And that's when we tell them
Go fuck yourselves.